Nikki and Alexia with me. Hello, you two. Alexia, you've just got an MBA, haven't you?
Yeah, very much.
You work as an engineer at Rolls-Royce, don't you? So tell us, the MBA, how did that come about? Because, I mean, I don't want to give away your age, but I'm going to. You're 26?
Yeah, 26.
Go on, how did you get that?
Well, so since I started as an apprentice, I wanted to show other people what you can do via an apprenticeship route, trying to encourage other people to go into engineering, STEM, and follow the vocational skills route, because I didn't have the advice when I was younger and at school about apprenticeships. I found out about it by myself, so I wanted to make it not be the case for other people.
Yeah, and tell us a bit about, well, if you can, a bit about your job at Rolls-Royce.
So I can't actually share that much because I work in defence.
So you have to keep it kind of secret what you do?
Yeah, keep it top secret, but it's all about engineering. I work with customers, I support our partner companies, and all about how we can make products last longer, work better, and work with specialists to solve problems.
Yeah, well, I'm very glad you do it, Alexia. Nikki, you're from Ingenuity. We just heard from Anne, the boss. But you've got some interesting research, haven't you, on the kind of perception of vocational training? Because this is what gets my beef, because my background is I started out as an engineer, was an apprentice at Black & Decker 100 years ago. But that kind of set me on my path. But yet, throughout life, it doesn't get that same, like that parity of esteem that pure academic route gets, does it? So what have you found from your research into all this?
So we've got the research coming out, Vocational Attitude Survey, and what's shown over the last 3 years, it's increasing year on year, that parity of esteem.
Great.
Parents, so there's like 95% of parents and 91% of learners are really interested in apprenticeships and vocational learning. And what they're saying is, it's for 3 reasons. It's because earning while learning is really important to them. It's also around local economy and about being close to jobs in their area, and it's about learning skills that matter within the sectors that they go into apprenticeships for.
Yeah, so that's good that it's getting better. Still a bit of a way to go. Alexia, tell me from your perspective, you know, what's it been like for you taking on an engineering career? What were the struggles during it?
Yeah, so for me, going down the vocational route was really important because I wanted to get hands-on from the get-go. I knew that I wanted to get a degree, but I didn't want to go through the school route and go through the full university route. So being able to get into the workplace, earn a salary, learn the skills I'm learning at university, but getting straight into it and work, and meeting new people and finding what I was passionate about in the engineering sector was really important to me, and that's what I found through my apprenticeship.
Yeah, and Nikki, that's why we're having this day. Tell us a bit about that, because again, this is a thing that does my head in every year when you... And I'm really pleased people are getting their GCSEs and their A-level results. I've done them. I know how hard they are. But there's never that for all the other people doing MVQs or BTECs or whatever it is that's in the vocational side of things.
Well, there is now.
Yes, there is now.
There is now. So yeah, it's really important to us. It's the conversation we've been talking about for probably decades, and you know, working alongside you for years and years around.
Don't age me.
Oh, sorry, sorry. So it's really important for all of us to recognise vocational qualifications have the same esteem and the same parity as academia. It's really important to our economy. It's really important to the skills we need, especially through our SMEs and our supply chain. So, huge celebration here today. Really great that parents and learners get to be really proud of the people doing vocational qualifications.
And just on that point about the jobs for the economy, we're talking about, for example, during COVID, it really stood out that it was the people who were vocationally trained who we needed the most.
Absolutely.
And so now, if you look at where we have the gaps, it is in the jobs again, that you can learn on the job.
So, you know, we did the Mind the Gap survey, which showed that 5.2 billion gap in productivity from a skills perspective.
Manufacturing noise going off there in the background.
Is it break time? Are we going to get a cup of tea? So, you know, it's really important that we look at those skills gaps and the amount it's costing us as an economy.
Yeah.
You know, vocational qualifications and vocational training help solve that and help solve the need crisis. You know, we know there's over 1 million young people not in employment educational training.
Yes, and interestingly, the trend has been booked here in Cornwall. We've got a guest on a little bit later who's going to talk about how they're doing that here. And Alexia, from your perspective, you go out, you talk to young people all the time, you're constantly banging the drum as well, hence the MBE. I'm going to keep mentioning it because it's very cool, isn't it? What do you want to see?
I think for me it's around seeing parents support it, teachers support it, and schools actually treating it as equal to university or going down standard routes that's out there, because it's getting better and people are starting to hear more about apprenticeships and go down a vocational route, but it's still not where it should be. So if schools can get on board more, if we can encourage parents as well and get them to get on board with actually what can their children do and achieve by going through a vocational route, and actually they can do better, or if not equal, to going to university, and I think that's, for me, where we want to get to.
The other thing as well, and people say this all to me all the time, is engineering. Lots of people don't really understand what it is. Tell me what it's like. It's, yes, there's an element of it which is, in hard hats and high vis, but there's also a big part of it that isn't. So tell us about that.
Engineering is basically in everything you see and do every day. So it can be from the hard hats, the welding, the things you see as being engineering, but it can be all the way through to designing, working with customers, problem solving, doing social media sides of what you can do through engineering. So basically everything you see, interact with and do on a day-to-day basis has engineering behind it.
Yeah, good. I love chatting about this. Alexia and Nikki, thank you very much.